G'day guys, just out at Sailors Creek today. I've been here before. Sort of worked this area just here before, up a little bit further, just around that corner. Now, it's dry. I've been here when it's been flooding, but there was a section, I'll just take you around, just here, that I remember being quite deep and not somewhere that I could get into. So what does that mean? Probably means that not many other people, unless they've come here in the summer, could get into either. So the plan for today is to try a new toy. I got a couple of batteries from Facebook Marketplace, some deep cell or deep cycle batteries. So we'll see how those perform. They weigh about half the amount of the battery that I was using before. I've still got my cart. So I've just got down here, just got my pan and screen, a couple of backpacks. I've got one backpack for me filming now, and a few other little bits and pieces in my prospecting backpack where I've got a few tools to do a bit of crevasting if I choose to do so. So the plan is, as I said, to have a little crack around here. But we'll end up seeing, this is like a rock bar just here. So I'll do a few test pans here and hopefully we can get a bit of colour and hopefully maybe get a couple of gems. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright guys, just to give you a bit of a different look. So I'm just down there in the center of the frame, sort of on that corner. So we'll have a look at the what's going on. So I've been here before, and I will end up chucking everything into Dalesford or the Sailors Creek part in my playlist. What I'm trying to do is just compile a few videos from different areas. Now it just shows I have actually worked this area before. If you look back at Dalesford, I think it's something about raging waters or something or other. It'll be in the Dalesford file. I'll try and put it together. I think it is in there as we speak. And I had my river sluice set up right here, and that's how high the water was. So you should probably be able to remember this tree maybe, or looking at, go over this way, looking at this area. This was all underwater. So this is going up the creek and then it goes around the corner. But you know, I'll probably have a crack up here as well. I'm more looking just for a spot to set my Highbanker up. But we get here about the middle of the creek. Take a look down here. Alright, so what's going on? Let's have a look at the rocks. So obviously some larger rocks here. Now they're from this large rock right here. They're dropping them off because they're behind this larger rock. So bedrock all to the right, but down here you can see the heavier rocks, and when we go towards the left, the lighter rocks. Walk down here. So, but what I'm saying is a lot of small, heavy rocks all in here. I'm not going to break up any of this stuff, but you can see in there little bits of quartz and bits and pieces that are stuck in. Could probably attack all these crevices. But as I said, today I'm just trying to find a nice little spot, set the banker up, and more give it a test and work out what I need to modify. But all this area along here, this is all the inside bend on the left. But we're just looking for a line. I could go and work all these rocks, but the stuff I look at, I'll go back over here to this one. See a big slab of rock. You see all these finer, there'll be heavier rocks there. Over here, what do you see? You see larger rocks that drop on and go, oh, the larger rocks, the larger rocks. Yep, the larger rocks, you're looking for that line. The reason I look here is obviously it's a drop off. It's dropping off, the pressure's changing and things are dropping off here. Here, raging. Okay, so not as many little rocks. So the water's raging, it's clearing all the little stuff, it's getting it all to move. Now, obviously, the bigger, heavier rocks that drop off, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere along here, the heavier rocks. But it's these little pockets that I look at. And I don't know if everyone else does the same thing, it's just what I do. I'm looking for where these little rocks have dropped off as well. Because I'm thinking, if the little rocks were able to drop off in that lower pressure area, then maybe there'll be some larger gold if I take all that overburden off. You'll see a couple of time-lapse videos that I did, where I did some test panning. Those 2 time lapses are about 10 minutes of me digging. I didn't think you would want to see me for 10 minutes having a little crack. So what I did, the first place I dug, did 2 test pans. First test pan I got gold straight away. Second test pan, when I got down a bit deeper, there was more gold in the sense of the speck count, but the gold got smaller. Then I had a little crack over here where my bait pump is, and just had a little bit of a suck in there in some crevices, and then behind got maybe 1 or 2 little specks there, and then behind this piece of bedrock where the screen is with the bait pump, and got some better gold there and a couple of gems as well along the way. I think they're just I'll think of it in a second, but yeah, a couple little gem garnets. So just a couple little garnets. So what I'm going to do is set the Highbanker up, do a little bit of a run with the Highbanker, and see if we can get a bit of colour. Alright guys, I just before I do start digging, I'll just go through my setup. 2,000 gallon an hour water pump down here. Went and got a couple of batteries, nice and cheap. They were second hand off Facebook Messenger, Facebook Marketplace Messenger. So 33 amp hours, should give me at least a few hours. Show you the Highbanker. You wouldn't have seen this before. Santa Claus came. So what it is the 6-inch Highbanker by Gold Rat. Much larger hopper than what I had. What I've got is a little river sluice. Both have the same mat, the Highbanker and the river sluice. Just one's black. More for, I know I'm going to get heavies and I know I'm going to get a lot of black sand here. And what I want to be able to do is just take that bottom sluice off. Just a bit of fine tuning here. Now, I'm more worried about the banker's angle. That's on about 11 degrees. And I'll be able to take that sluice out, the bottom one, and do a test, see if there's any gold coming through there, which would mean the Highbanker's mat's pretty damn full, or something's going wrong. If we take a look up in here, it's like a little reverse riffle up there. These things are pretty damn well made. Obviously, it's a clean-up sluice with a hopper on top, and I believe a rock crusher attaches to this as well. I'll go through once I run it today. I've never run it before. Hasn't even had a drop of water. Should be able to see. Not even a drop of water's gone in there. Never run it. So today will be the test. I do have my own homemade banker as well that I made. So I thought I'd bring this out here today to test. And we'll see what happens. A lot of people talk about washing these mats and cleaning them down and all that sort of stuff. Actually, I haven't even done that. So, oh, sorry about that. Playing around with a gimbal, it just went a bit nutters. So, yeah, I haven't even washed the mat down. I'll just run maybe what I normally do, 50 shovels. Put that through there. And maybe just pull that bottom sluice out and have a look and see. I know there's going to be some oils and bits and pieces on there, and yeah, probably doing the wrong thing, but oh, too bad. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm showing you guys some colour. If not, maybe a few gems. But I know there's a bit of colour here. It's not going to be a lot today. It's only going to be a little bit. I'm not expecting to get a lot out. Today I was going to be going a couple little spots to do some testing. Seeing as I've already shown this spot, I didn't mind showing it again. And then I'll go do some testing and hopefully find a few places for the meetups that'll be coming up. So alright, I better start this thing. I've been here for a little while now, just piss farting around. I'll get this thing running and we'll see what happens. Spray bar that I made is just these poly risers, or poly pipe. The connectors fit on easy. You can take that screw end off quite easy if you get any muck in there. Might as well fire this thing up and let's just see what happens. Oh. You can see the water go through it for the first time. Alright, so that's my spray bar in there. Bugger. It's leaking out the back. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I'll have to jam something in there to stop that. I'll just take this down this end. That's the 2,000 gallons running through. I'll stop this and give this thing a run. Alright guys, first 50 shovel run. There's my tailings just there. So not a lot. What I did, I just jammed the glove into the back there. That stopped the water flow. I'll have to get a bung. Didn't I looked at it and I went, oh, you know, I should do that. We'll see how we go. First run. Got to try these things. So these are the two mats. I'll take his along from the bottom. Should be able to see some black sand in there, some other rocks that aren't round, so they sort of get jammed up a little bit. Obviously I cranked the angle and you know, I'm running 2,000 gallons, so that should be good. That should be okay. Go up here, look up this mat. It's fairly chockers as well. This one you can see the black sand. Yeah, this is me down here. That's the tailings that have come through. Or I don't know, tailings, whatever's run through the sluice, might as well say. Just looking here, see if I can get in. I can zoom in to the lettering, see if we can see anything. Now, mind you, this is the bottom mat. Yeah, looks okay. Doesn't look like there's any gold in there. I'll zoom back here. There might not be any gold at all. Just trying to look up there as well, but yeah. Try and take his down through here. Oh, there we go. Must be on too much angle or something with the gimbal. Goes a bit nuts sometimes. Haven't really used this thing either. Can't really see in there. There doesn't seem to be a lot that's caught in behind that riffle at the back. Bugger all, actually. What I'll do is I'll pan out that bottom mat and see what happens. Alright guys, I'm done. So that's just my tailings pile. It's not much, 100 shovels, and you know, it's not even, they're not even full shovels. Cleaned out the mats. I'll wait until I get home, let the kids reveal the gold, I'm going to go do a little bit of exploring. It's about the only bit that's got water. There's a few other little puddles, but this is a big section, as you can probably tell. I haven't really mucked the water up too much. Haven't run a lot of material. But yeah, I'll show you the gold when I get home. Just wash this thing down and chuck her in the car, and yeah, as I said, do a little bit of exploring. That glove worked. Pretty happy with it at the end of the day. I will end up throwing miner's moss right up the back, just in here, and yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Look, it's nicely made. Obviously, it's made as the bottom of it is a clean-up sluice and to go in the rock crusher. Would love to see a mini version like the other Highbankers, like the 8, 10 and 12 that are available from Goldrat. Would love to see a base sort of designed like theirs with some fully adjustable legs. But really, at the end of the day, it still works fine. I'll just put a bung in the back there. I've been looking at it going, oh, you know, with that reverse riffle, I really should put a bung in. Just didn't do it, which is a bit silly of me. Yeah, till the next time, I'll see you all later.